Hey guys, it's Mike with DoorDash. Today is the first day that I actually became a Dasher. I went to the orientation yesterday. It was about an hour long. Got everything approved, and then today, on Thursday, I got up, took the kids to school, and decided I'd hit the road. And I want to share that experience with you. Now, I have done Uber and Lyft in the past. I've never done food courier service or anything of that nature. But I had some problems with Uber, especially with the clientele that I would pick up. One guy was banging something on the back of my car door handle, and I really didn't like that. So I figured if you're not into delivering people, maybe delivering food would be better. You know, that way you don't have to worry about cleaning your car constantly, or worry about strangers being in there and not giving you the directions and whatnot. So I gave it a shot. I will say I had a little bit of a hiccups today, a couple of them that really kind of irritated me. Put a bad taste in my mouth. It got better as I went on, but I still could have a better day. I know from this as learning experience. So I dropped the kids off, like I said, early. So I was available about 8 o'clock in the morning. There was nothing in my area. They had a couple areas that were nearby. I didn't realize that you can't just do the dash now, like whenever. If they need people, you can dash now. If they don't, then you have to move to an area that they do. If they don't have anything, then you're just out of luck. So I hit an area that I thought was going to be good, and it allowed me to get on board, but I just sat there. And it was like 8 o'clock in the morning till like 9 o'clock, 9:30, nothing. So I decided maybe this is not a great area. I looked up the hot spots, and there was 3 that were south of where I was at, and only a few miles, so I decided to go over there. So about 10:30 or so, when I pulled out of the driveway to go to the next hot spot, I get an alert. So that was exciting. So I'm in the right area. I'm like, okay, this is great. It was for Rainbow Donuts. And I was like, all right, let me head on over to the Rainbow Donuts. So I get there, and here's the first hiccup. So I go in there, the order's supposed to be ready to go. I go in there, and it was. That was great. I said, I'm here to pick up. It told me an estimated amount. Now, the estimated amount was like $12 and some change. And then the lady told me, oh, well, it's $14 and change. I forgot to include a donut, like a certain kind of donut. I forgot to include that in the price. So I guess the customer called the donut shop, placed the order, and then hung up. And then the lady, oh, I forgot, and tried to call her back. Now, I don't know what number she had, but when she said she tried to call her back, it wouldn't go through. She couldn't get a hold of the customer. So I said, well, let me text. So I used the text feature in there, messaged the customer and said, hey, do you realize it's $1.50 or $2 more than what you were quoted, blah, blah, blah. No response. So I said, well, I told the lady, let's just try running the red card and see what happens. The red card that DoorDash gives you. So we ran it, and it went through. So I kept the receipt just in case something came up. I did message text customer support. I waited about 5 minutes, no response. So I closed that out, sent a copy of the email to my email, but I was like, okay, this is no help. I'll just run the card, and I did. So that worked. Took it there to the customer, explained it to her. She didn't really say anything about it. That was the end of it. So then I move on to my next one. As soon as I leave that area, about 10 minutes later, I get another alert. Now this one's for Panera Bread. Panera Bread, I've never been there before, but I know it's kind of like Paradise Bakery and whatnot. So I head on over there. I go in there. There's another hiccup. So on the order, there's multiple orders, about 4 items, and on one of them was a barbecue salad. And the lady said, oh, we have the barbecue salad, but we don't have the barbecue salad dressing that goes along with it. We ran out. I said, oh, great. Okay. I said, is there anything you can substitute for that? And she mentioned 3 different dressings that go along with that. So I texted again the customer and said, here's what's going on. Which dressing do you want? I never got a response. So I asked the lady if she wouldn't mind just tossing them all in there and making them available for the customer to choose. And she was okay with that. So that's how I worked out that one. So I went and dropped that off and explained it to the lady at the desk. It was for some coworkers, I guess, and they seemed okay with that. I don't know. Again, I left. As soon as I got out, I got another alert immediately, and that one was for Wildflower. So I see this kind of healthy theme going on almost, other than the donut place. So I go over to Wildflower, and it's another hiccup. So I go in there, and on the list on the app, it shows 2 different sandwiches separately. A lot of times they'll have, like, for example, she had a buffalo chicken sandwich, and what would happen is say buffalo chicken sandwich times 2. I mean, she wants 2 of those. Well, hers said buffalo chicken sandwich, and then underneath it, another buffalo chicken sandwich. Same thing. So I asked the gentleman, apparently she called in or did it online. He had an order. He only showed 1 buffalo chicken. So that was my concern. I'm like, okay, well, I have 2 on my list, but they're not like they normally say 2 times 2. And he only had 1. So instead of texting, because obviously that wasn't working, I called the customer. And I did get a hold of her. She answered, and I asked her what was going on, if she wanted 1 or 2, and then what happened. And she said she wanted 2. So I went ahead and said, thank you very much. I'm just placing the order now. Hung up, placed the order. He made another one, no problem. And away I went. So I get over to the place to drop it off. This company is pretty well known. And I go up to the desk in the suite. And the reception goes, oh, have you not been here before? And I said, no, I have not. She goes, well, let me show you. We have a particular way we handle things when you guys come. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. She's like, all the Dashers come over here. When you walk in, you don't need to make contact with anybody. You walk around the corner and place the order on the desk, on this counter. And this long counter has sticky notes and pens. And everybody that drops off an item will write the name on the sticky note and stick it on the bag. I thought this was very cool. There was 3 other bags there when I dropped mine off. I was like, wow, that's a pretty interesting system. That way nobody's waited around for anything. They just all know that's where they go to pick up their food. So I thanked her very much and headed out the door. Well, I headed out the door. I turned on my phone, and luckily I did not get another order come in right away. But I checked my pockets and everything, make sure I had the red card and all that. And I did not have the red card. And I was like, where's my red card? And I immediately thought, oh my gosh, I left it at the restaurant. So stupid me, instead of checking where I was, I checked the car. I looked all around the car, in the bag. I checked my pockets again. I checked my wallet. I got out of the car, checked everything, nothing. So then I called, as I was heading down to Wildflower, I called them and asked if they found a card. They said no. Well, I still want to go check for myself. Maybe I dropped it outside. So I went outside where I parked, checked it, nothing. I sat down in Wildflower and I checked it. There's none around the chairs. I couldn't find it. So I was in panic mode. I'm like, great. That means I can't even drive anymore today. I only had 3 orders and I was done for the day, and I was kind of upset. So then I was like, all right, let me try to go down to the main office. Their hours show they're probably closed, but I heard the gentleman at training yesterday say that he's going to be there all week till 5 or 6. So I thought I'd give it a shot. Now it's way far away. So here I am driving halfway down there, and I'm trying to get a hold of this company where I just dropped off the food, because I thought maybe I left it there. Maybe it fell in the bag. I can't get through. It's all automated because they're a nationwide company. So I finally got a hold of a real person. She was in a different state. She contacted the reception at the state that I'm in. It was a big ordeal. And I talked to the lady and I said, hey, I dropped a card. She asked me what it looked like. I told her. She goes, yeah, we have it. I'm like, you are kidding me. Now, I already deactivated it on my app because it says if it's lost, you can deactivate it. So I did. I did right away because I didn't want anybody else to find it and use it. I don't know how that works. So I turned it off. So I was like, okay, well, I'll be there to pick it up. It'll be a little bit because I'm way over here now and spent all that time driving. So I turn around, drive all the way back to the location. She says that somebody found it in the lobby. So I'm thinking when I went downstairs and I pulled out my key out of my pocket, it must have pulled out and fell on the floor, and I didn't even realize it. And I will tell you, that place was swarming with Dashers. DoorDash is like so common in this building. I saw one person going in when I was leaving, and when I went to pick up the car, there was 2 other people sitting in the lobby. It's amazing. It was flooded with these people. So this is a normal thing that this company does. Those are the most of the hiccup problems I've had all day. After that, I had 2 more runs. Both were pretty decent. One was actually to a fast food Taco Bell, which wasn't bad at all. They asked for a soda with no ice, which I thought was pretty smart. She's at home. She's got her own ice. That way it doesn't water down the drink. So I did that for her. Her order was very specific. So you got to make sure you got the specific order. You know, there's no onions on this. There's extra cheese on this. Be specific. Overall, it wasn't a bad day. It showed I worked 4 hours, and it shows 5 orders in 4 hours at $40.75 is what I made. Now, obviously, there's gas in the wear and tear I put on my vehicle, but the gas, guys, really, what I did was drive from one point way over to this other point because I lost the red card. I lost not only the gas mileage, but I lost the time I could have been on the clock. I guarantee you, because I lost about an hour, I guarantee you I could have had 2 more orders in that time frame and really made some good money. I could have made at least probably $60 in that 4-hour window, or a 5-hour window. The tip for myself that I learned, and I don't know if this is your area or not, is I need to get up around lunchtime. 10 or 10:30 is when I want to begin, maybe even 11. I think 8 o'clock and 8:30 in the morning is not enough for me in my area. Now I am in North Phoenix. They wanted me to go to Chandler. They wanted me to go to Mesa. I wasn't going to drive all the way there. I don't know the town. I don't know the area. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to waste my gas going there. So I kind of stayed in the North Phoenix area and what we have called Kierland area, Kierland Commons, Paradise Valley area. That picked up in the about 10:30 and then a little bit in the afternoon. So I have things I have to do today. I have another full-time job to go to, so I have to go and get the kids and get ready for that. So I can't do any more today, but I will be out tomorrow. Again, I didn't schedule anything for tomorrow. I'm just going to see if it happens again and try to work it out. So I have a promo code if you guys want to be drivers. It is called Dash, I think I got it right, Dash Cash Promo or Cash Dash Promo. .com. I'll leave it down in the link in the description, a link below. I can't remember what I even got at GoDaddy. I don't even know the website name. But I'll leave the link down below and you guys can sign up there. I think at the time of this video, I earn $100 and you earn $25. But then once you sign up and you get your whatever qualified, I think it's 50 rides a month or something like that, 30 days, then you get to do it and you can invite people and earn the $100 and then pass on that. So it's pretty amazing. Overall, I think it's a good thing to do. I think for extra cash, there's a lot of running around. If you don't like traffic, imagine lunchtime, running around with traffic and dealing with trying to find parking spaces. That was kind of a headache. Now, if you're into road rage, you're going to have a problem with this because there's tons of people on the road, all trying to eat within their little hour window for work. You got to get in and out. So I think as I go on, I'll learn more about this and a smarter way to do it. I'm not running any other apps like Postmates or anything like that or Lyft at this time. I'm just focusing on DoorDash only. So that was my day. I hope you guys got some value out of this, and hopefully pray for me for tomorrow and any other time in the future that I don't have a day like this again today, because this was just a rough start, but I learned a few lessons. So hope you take care. Sign, like, and subscribe, all that good stuff, and happy dashing.